It would have to work with X.
And then we can all answer with what is. Michael, what is?
All right. Sandwiches? What happens if I click on the sandwich?
Something about sandwiches probably.
Oh, yeah.
It's
sandwich.
Hey.
I don't like sandwiches.
What?
Whoa.
How do you not like a sandwich?
No, guys.
Like
that
that.
was really strong.
Sorry, that's just it. There's not one sandwich.
A sandwich is so customizable. I can't think of a way that you like.
So versatile.
Yeah.
So
So
are you opposed to any?
Hey.
All you did.
Yeah, we are.
I like them, but I don't love them.
Come back. Come back. Go back from the commercial break now.
Next time.
All right.
Calculus.
Mr. Smith will be doing problem 4.
Wesley, you my question will come up later. It's fine. Hey, Michael, give us a sentence that will guide our work.
Y is concave down when Y double prime.
And here's what I would recommend for everyone. Look, the symbol Y is very generic, and it's easy to make a mistake using the symbol Y. So I would tell the grader, I'm going to change that to f of x. It's much safer. So not incorrect, but just safer to go this way.
Well,
So
could you just say like f of x equals y?
sure, that'd be okay. Please.
How come on the data chart there's like a capital F?
Oh, genius. I'll give you 3 for that. Take 4.
6.
Cool. Sick. All right.
Yeah.
Hey, everybody listen close. Everybody listen close. Listen close. Okay, it is a mathematical rule that if you apply the d over dx, we've done it, we've demonstrated it. If you apply the d over dx operator to f, you end up with f prime. So that's why we say f prime is the derivative of f. Okay, that's a rule. Okay? This way is not a rule, but it is something that happens a lot on the AP test, so I'm just putting it there to kind of help you remember. 1 second. If you take what's known as the antiderivative of little f, there is no official symbol for that. But sometimes they'll tell you, hey, we're going to let capital F be the antiderivative of little f, so I used that symbol, but it's not a rule. That's all. We'll learn antiderivatives in February.
So it's just there.
For now, it's just because this comes from a set of notes that I will give you later in the year. And so later in the year, you need to see the capital F to remind you of that idea. Right now, you don't. But I just copied it, that's all. Please.
Is an antiderivative like you get an equation for f prime and then change it into f?
Correct.
Okay.
2 points. So, what's the sentence? Libby, please.
Oh, that F is concave down when F prime is increasing, or no, F double prime is positive.
Nicely done. It was totally correct what you first said. F is concave down when F prime is decreasing.
Oh, sorry, I said the wrong thing. I meant negative.
Yeah, you're okay. It really wasn't wrong.
Oh.
Well, it's very emotional. Break out into tears. But I cannot identify decreasing without a picture.
Yeah.
So I'm going to skip right to F double prime. 2 more for Olivia. Question. So now, Jenna, what would you have me do next?
Take the derivative of.
Yep, got to take the derivative of my f. Now this requires the quotient rule. Hey, trying to get everybody to be faster and more efficient. So here's what I recommend. Watch how I do it. Oh, please. Yeah, let me talk for just a second. 2 more for Wesley for volunteering. Here's how I would do it. I'm trying to get good at writing less and less, but always writing truth statements, not garbage. So f prime, I take the bottom, x minus 2. I multiply by the derivative of the top. Wesley, what's the derivative of the top? Yeah, so just put 0. You don't have to put ddx. You can just do that in your head. When you say minus, go over to MLI. We take the top, so put that in parentheses. Now we must multiply by the derivative of the bottom. What's the derivative of the bottom, Emily?
1.
1. So that was slick. 2 for Emily. All over bottom squared. So f prime really is
I was just wondering, that was my question from before. I was wondering if there's any better way to do it, because I noticed in the green sheet, it said that quotient rule was f of x divided by g of x, but the top one doesn't have an x in it, so it's
Oh.
a function. So is there an easier way to do it?
no. Good comment though. The top being a constant, I don't know of a better way than the way I did it. There's different ways, but I would say better. Okay, 2 more. So Eli, now what?
Take the derivative of that.
Yep, so I go f double prime. I take the bottom. What's the derivative of the top, Eli?
It is 0.
Good, so 0 is great there. Minus top. Now I need the derivative of the bottom. So, Brady, what's the derivative of the bottom?
2 parentheses x minus 2 end parentheses, and then d of x minus 2 over dx.
Good, so this derivative, using the power rule, I bring down the 2, multiply by the something. The new exponent would be 1. Now I must take the derivative of this something. Brady, what's the derivative of this something?
1.
1, so that was easy. All over denominator squared.
I thought we did the denominator squared.
We did when we found the first derivative, now we're on to the second derivative, so we're doing it again.
Where did the 2 times x minus 2 come from?
So let me write it out so you can see it. So I'm working on the derivative of this. So the details would have been like this. X minus 2 squared d of 5 over dx. Subtract 5 d of x minus 2 squared over dx. All over 2 for Jesse for asking. That squared. You okay with that? I applied the quotient rule to this. State of Utah. Good?
Yeah.
Anybody else? Okay, here there's something nice to clean up a little bit. Zeke, is the numerator factors or terms?
It looks like the numerator is factors.
Nice, name them.
We've got, it looks like we have like 0, or 0, we don't really need it.
That's done, that's not there
We
anymore.
got 5.
Negative 5.
5, sorry. And then you've got that 2, which is by itself. And then you have x minus 2 and 1.
Perfect, 2 points. So Austin, are there any factors in the numerator? So the numerator is just factors. The denominator can be viewed as just factors as well. Are there any matching factors? Which factors match?
Your x minus 2.
Very good. Don't ever do this with terms. Will usually cause mistakes. But if I have factors, they do divide to make 1. So my f double prime, 2 for Austin, can be thought of as being just negative 10 divided by x minus 2 cubed. Questions? So Olivia, now what?
We're trying to find all the negative values just to find the x that can make it equal a negative, right?
True. the place you want to start always is what x will cause f double prime to either be 0 or undefined.
Yeah.
Always begin there, so always write that because you get points for it on the written section. So I'm going to come over here, 2 for Olivia. And Matthew, what am I going to write?
Matthew's not here.
Oh, Matthew walked out. Yeah, make sure you tell me before you walk out. You're all really polite. You usually just get up and leave. It's just actually okay as long as only one of you leave at a time. I just have to make sure I know where you're at. Isaac, what do I write?
You would write f double prime of x equals 0 when, at, and then x equals 0. Well, I forgot the or undefined. Sorry.
You're good.
When x equals 0, and then also at 2.
Just look real close. Make sure you got that right. Oklahoma. Kind of.
It's not Oklahoma.
Well, not really, but you know, whatever.
Oh, Nebraska.
Tennessee.
Nebraska.
Nebraska, yeah, that's
Tennessee?
No, Tennessee, Nebraska. It's Nebraska.
No, it ain't Texas.
Vermont.
Only 2.
I think it's maybe Florida.
I swear that's Vermont.
No, dude, Vermont's like that.
That's getting. I think you're getting in the ballpark there.
No, that's not like a state.
That's New
That's
York.
a mess. Just a mess. It was just a bad joke.
That's Utah, guys.
Bad joke. Bad joke. Hey. Shh. Hey. Is everybody good with the block?
Wait, why did you say equals 2?
Because if x is 2.
That's what makes f
Okay, okay, I get that.
You're good. You're good. Hey. Everybody good?
Yeah.
Luke.
So just like, I don't even, actually never mind, probably.
You're good. Talk.
I was just like, when you have like something kind of like this, is there like a pattern of like you can like multiply like the exponent of the bottom like back here or whatever like by like the numerator? So it's like on that one it's like -5 over x minus 2. Like you add an exponent to the x minus 2, and then it's like it's like so like the next derivative of that would be like +30 over x minus 2 to the power 4, right?
I'd have to work it out, but I'll trust you.
And then would the next one after that be like -120 over x minus 2 to the power 5?
It seems like there's a pattern there.
Yeah.
I wouldn't. It's not a pattern I would memorize, just because I haven't ever seen them do anything repetitive that way.
Yeah.
Yeah. 2 more. Hey.
Yeah.
We good here? You good? Michael, what's next?
Sign chart.
Yep. Tell me what you draw.
Do x and then f double prime.
Nicely done. Perfect. 2 points. Kira, now what?
Now we write 2 on the x side, and then we know its value is 0.
Yeah, undefined in this case.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
No worries. 2 points. Pretty good. Thumbs up is good. Questions? Please.
If you write 0, will they take a point off?
Probably not. Ezra.
What?
That's, yeah, what?
I was.
Oh, yeah, what do we do?
Huh?
What do we do now?
Oh, we find the one. We find the f double prime for 1.
1 would be a good choice. 0 is a better choice.
0.
Just it's easier. If I can use 0, I always do.
Okay.
So what happens when you take x equals 0 over here to f double prime?
You get a positive.
Yeah, because the top will be negative. The bottom will also be negative. Negative divided by negative is positive. 2 for Ezra. Questions? So Matthew, now what do we do?
Do like 4.
Keep talking.
Just plug 4.
negative on the top. And then positive.
Nicely done. 2 for Matthew. Please show me in your hand what the correct answer is. Oh, there's an answer everybody likes. In the class tradition.
Negative.
So hands down, somebody got a little mixed up. Let's talk. So I know that for x's, beginning, x doesn't really begin at negative infinity, but for all x, negative infinity all the way to x equal 2. Every y coordinate of f double prime will be positive. So every value of f will have a concave up shape. X equal 2 is the divider. After x equal 2, every xy pair on f will have a concave down pattern. So what's the correct answer up there? Show me. You're doing this, give yourself 5 points.
Let's
Oh,
go.
yes. Generous.
Another W for Chris.
Yippee.
Questions?
I just kind of don't think you could call it the derivative drive because they both start with D's, and so you could do D, D, X, and like have an X.
There you go. Pretty good?
Derivative drive.